Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay.
Tiff.
Craig. It always goes that way. You always,
You always hesitation.
You speak second every
Learning
time.
your name is. But anyway, welcome back. We're just after Halloween. I'm just playing. I'm sorry. I love you, America. After Halloween and a great week of games. A lot of really interesting things and a lot of really big headlines.
Yeah, first.
Yeah, I guess the biggest is the one that just broke today. They decided at 1 in the morning that the Raiders are going to fire their offensive coordinator, their GM, and their coach.
Yesterday morning.
No, it broke this morning.
I think 1 a.m.
Okay. Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean,
It's about time. I mean, look. McDaniel's like a year and a half in. Every time, every place he stopped, he gets fired. He is not that great away from Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
And also, not even gonna lie, he went and got his quarterback who knew his system,
it's still good.
and they still didn't do anything.
Yeah.
They got rid of Derek Carr. Boom.
Because
And then everybody's like, no, somebody knows my system. Got Garoppolo.
still can't run your system.
Garoppolo still can't stand on 2 feet.
No.
Now, I'm not going to lie. That one hit he took to the legs, I thought his knee was done.
I thought that was the end of him. I thought that was over with.
Yeah,
That was
he
crazy.
did like that way, and I'm like,
Because I mean, even who was announcing that game?
It's Monday night, right?
Yeah.
So
it
it
was
was Troy.
Troy was like, yeah, I think he might be really hurt. Like, that might be a serious injury.
He walked it off.
And he walked it off. So, I mean.
But couldn't connect with Devontae. Now Devontae has nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that trade looking like he's literally on a horrible team.
yeah.
And that he's like a very special. He has a small window, and it's about to be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look that.
And they didn't even try to trade him.
They look bad.
They didn't try to get nothing for him. They could have got.
But I think that's what this was. I think that when it came down to, I think when you look at Mark Davis and he's like, I'm not getting rid of Max Crosby, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams. Like, how many star players are going to go somewhere else before I realize, hey, it's the guy running this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, true.
You know what I mean?
Remember, he also
If
they
all your
signed
shit-
Justin to that 1 year deal, so they only got him. He ain't signing back.
Well, I mean, depending on how this goes here out, that might save them.
No.
Because he also wants to get paid, and running backs aren't getting paid. But Josh Jacobs is going to go somewhere because he's been with the team his whole career. It ain't doing nothing.
No, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like what's his name said in Washington, 7 years of the same shit.
Yeah.
You just get tired of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it
I
is.
mean, it's just, yeah.
First hot seat, gone.
Gone. And now, the interim head coach, first thing he does is come in, bench Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Aiden
starting
kind of didn't look that good
But he's
either.
starting
But
a whole rookie he doesn't look.
yeah, but I think...
Oh, it's the Boilermaker. It's the guy who went to Purdue. No. He's not
Well-
Drew Brees.
Jimmy has an injury cause.
Yes.
So if I'm going to lose, I'm not about to let him get hurt and me have to pay him a bunch of money. And he's going to get hurt. He's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay, then there's definitely somebody you can sign off the street.
Have you seen the rookie?
He played one time this year.
Yeah, he wasn't that good.
I just don't remember. Maybe that's why. I know.
Yeah, he was...
He went in for Brian Hoyer in one of them games, and then they didn't do anything.
terrible.
So you think they're gonna have the same problems like with the Vikings? Because the Vikings got to find a quarterback. So you think it's the same problem?
No,
They
Vikings
start.
quarterback.
We'll get to that, but yeah.
Yeah.
they got
Okay.
one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to have to draft, and which means they're going to need to suck.
They already are. We're 3-5.
Oh, they
That's
are,
very true.
yeah. I mean,
Because
there's
like I said, this
teams,
is
so
a
they're
year
gonna
where
have-
you're all right. Because even if you don't get the number 1, number 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all looking pretty
They
good.
didn't give up anything and lost to lose their first round pick for next season, did they?
Nah,
Devontae went when they got Devontae. They gave up their first round pick for this past draft.
I believe so. Yeah,
Okay,
I think they still have their first round pick this year.
because they need something.
Oh yeah. 'Cause, yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of good quarterbacks coming out this year.
So yeah, I mean,
I mean, even if you end up having to get what's his name, it's been there like 45 years. Spencer Rattler.
South Carolina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's still not bad. He's
He
better than
like
what they
a
got.
bad taste in your mouth. He was like,
Spencer.
yeah.
It's in college football.
I'm not. I just don't think he's that great.
Yeah,
But,
he was like, but
I mean, Caleb Williams isn't looking as hot as they thought he was.
Drake May, maybe. Bo
May,
Nix.
Bo Nix.
We got.
never could think of it.
Washington.
Washington State. I don't know.
Penix.
Yeah, Penix, Mike Penix. Yeah,
Absolute dog.
he's gonna be wrong.
I mean, if they beat USC, he could end up being the
It's Joe.
not USC.
It's Tennessee.
Yeah, USC. If they beat USC this weekend, he could end up being the number 1 draft pick over Caleb Williams.
Hey, that's for sure. That's true.
But
yeah.
yeah. But speaking of people dropping around and who needs the quarterbacks and stuff, trade deadline ended.
Yeah.
All the trades needed to be made.
We'll talk about what you're talking about first.
We'll go ahead and jump to
I
that
didn't know
one.
they got
So,
somebody for the Vikings. I just heard rumors.
Josh Dobbs.
Josh stops at the trade.
Traded from Arizona to the
Okay.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I totally
Yeah.
missed that.
Yep.
I
And
just
from
heard
what I'm
rumors
hearing,
of
they're
who
still
they
not
should
starting
get.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, they're gonna start two.
I did hear they were supposed to try to get Dobbs because remember I was.
Because you were like, well, who are they going to play with? And I was like, well, Kyler Murray. And you're like, but
No, they're playing with two, and they're playing with two, and their rookie quarterback.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like Dobbs couldn't win. And, like,
But I didn't
Arizona,
necessarily be
but I feel like it was him.
well, that offense and that ability to move the ball dropped off a cliff when they lost James Conner because they stopped being able to run the ball.
Yeah.
So
well,
you take an offense that isn't that talented receiver wise, make them one dimensional, and then have a kid that's never really gotten a chance to be a starter try to win with it.
I mean, because
Like
they can't finish, and that was always it. And then I never feel like it was completely the offense side of it. Like if you can't stop the other team from scoring.
Yeah, because
like,
teams are
It's a
able to
rookie
just
head
put up
coach.
I
stupid.
can't-
rookie head
Yeah.
coach, so this is gonna be.
So that should be interesting. I think that's probably a good
But
move.
they're still. But Kyler's
I'm
off the.
surprised Arizona did that because like.
I think they're.
I guess you have nothing to lose though.
I
You're
think-
losing.
I
They're gonna eat this year.
I mean, what do you have to lose when you're losing?
Well,
anyway? So,
you also still have the thing of not knowing. There might be people that will trade for Kyler Murray.
Maybe next year.
He's shown flashes, so there's people that might go. The Raiders might go. Maybe if we got somebody that's mobile.
Oh.
No, I'd go Justin Fields over Kyler Murray, but because they're about the same level of trash. Just Justin Fields is taller.
We'll see. I mean, but
he taller. He looks a little taller too.
he's like
He's
he's like
a-
6'1". He's 6'1",
I don't know why he just looks.
Kyler Murray's what, like
Five-
4'8"?
I know he's.
Kyler Murray is like
He's not-
5'10".
Did you say?
Yes.
You're wrong, and you know it.
Oh my lord.
When the coaches are looking down to you, there's a problem.
But yeah, no, it's like 5'10". But no,
I think Murray has a maturity problem. Like,
Oh, most definitely.
but like Frank, we said about the trade deadline, like the freaking Commanders got rid of both their edge rushers on the
Montez
defensive
Sweat.
line.
And
I
Chase
I
Young.
don't understand because I think out of every.
And they didn't really get anything for him.
Of the losing teams, I think they're the
The least of the losing?
the least
Yeah.
of the seriously, you're like
You're this close,
right there.
and you just.
And I'm sorry, every time Ron Rivera talks, I'm like, well, this might be why the offense is a little
Dog is
disorganized.
like, listen to Biden. Like,
Oh my God!
what are you even talking about?
Is he even making coherent sentences?
At least-
that chemo treatment. He remember he was getting active chemo. Then he was on the at halftime. He was getting his fluids.
Now I feel bad.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't remember.
I mean, yeah, it starts to weigh on you.
Like what? He beat character twice.
And you know, I love Rivera because I was
Very,
mad
yeah.
that he went to
Well,
the
I mean,
Commanders.
why
Riverboat
was
Ron.
his name Riverboat Ron and he punted on 4th and 1 from like the other team's 30 like twice?
He's like, I didn't know. Did you catch it?
I didn't know what was really going on. I mean, I didn't see
Stop
the play.
talking.
Dog, it's your stadium. You should have a way to get a hold of somebody and be like, yo, y'all need to show the
Like,
replay.
let me see that. Like,
Like, you should have more
boring.
stuff like that. Isn't like you as the head coach, you are in charge of taking
I
care
didn't
of that.
know.
Who do y'all think? Who do you think won the trade deadline?
Well, the Niners getting Chase Young,
I mean,
definitely.
You could say the Eagles getting Kevin Byard.
We'll see.
Yeah, Tennessee. Thanks.
Yeah, that was tough. Seattle getting Leonard Williams.
Oh yeah, yeah. And as much as you didn't like him at the beginning of the season, Geno Smith is there. They may not look pretty,
Well, he-
but they win games.
That is, yeah. So we are never getting Geno Smith on this show.
Or Kyler Murray.
That's for real. By the time this show gets big enough to get a Kyler Murray, he won't be in the league.
Hey,
That's how you get him.
He don't need us.
No. Anyway,
We throwing him. Do you want to do something that's not
I'm
Call of
sure
Duty?
Gino has a beautiful soul.
But the Seahawks the problem was their defensive line wasn't getting much pressure.
And
With
Leonard Williams will give them that pressure.
So, yeah, I think that there's definitely a lot of the traders,
And especially in division, Purdy and Matthew Stafford have a big problem with pressure up the middle.
That is true.
Yeah.
You throw them, you get them off,
You
you
can
get them
come up the
get them
middle.
off their spot.
You can come up the middle on them. They struggle, and
that's
Williams
when
will do that.
when they were winning, he wasn't getting hit.
Yeah.
We'll talk about.
Well, everybody keeps talking.
We'll talk about Purdy.
The Contavia Street trade is just whoop-de-doo. That's
Okay.
Good player, but like
Yeah. Donovan People-Jones to the Lions.
Donovan Peoples-Jones to the Lions.
People forget how much he made some big catches for Cleveland. And people tend to
He
forget.
really hasn't doing
Jared
anything
Goff
this
is
year, though.
doing.
Yes,
But that's, I mean, this offense has been an asshole here.
and you gotta understand,
Apart from him.
PJ Walker's better than I thought he was.
Yeah.
So the offense hasn't been clicking as much, but they've been moving the ball and doing the best they can.
Yeah.
And it's not their fault their quarterback's not playing.
And they're still leaning on all run game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but
I think he'll have a lot.
even when he was playing, I guess when I had Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, he's a vet, but I think in the Lions offense, the way Dan Campbell, he wants people who are going to come out and battle for
Because
him.
you got to think he's going to be almost a third or fourth option.
Yeah, well,
Laporta is up there
The
1-2.
Lions are cooking.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
and it's about Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones.
What's
I always
his
want to
name,
say Zay, and it's not
Yeah.
Zay. Marvin Jones is still there. He's
26 to
another
14,
decent.
yeah.
Their
Yeah.
running game is nasty. Jameer Gibbs is on point.
David Montgomery and Craig Reynolds don't matter who you got run the
Absolutely
ball.
dogs. And now you're adding another big body to
Yeah.
throw the ball to.
And that defense is just.
And he's going to be getting
down.
on linebackers. He's going to be getting on state. Because, like I said, you're not putting your number one on him. You're putting your number one on Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about Jameson Williams.
Oh, yes, Jameson Williams. Yeah, no, that.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
They are now one of them teams that has so many weapons it's going to be hard to guard. Like, honestly.
So,
Bill's secondary is trash, and Rasul Douglas might help them, too.
okay. That's true.
We'll see.
Because remember, they lost a lot of people injured. They lost a lot of space, yeah.
Now, with the Bills, I think Josh Allen's inconsistency. If you pay attention, the game for Josh Allen is inconsistent. It doesn't look all together. They lose. Like, it doesn't matter how good or bad the defense plays. It all rolls on whether Josh Allen is consistent.
That's true.
So, that one we'll just have to see. But Donovan Peoples-Jones, I got to give the Lions a win. Niners a win, definitely. And, or Seattle, I was about to say that.
Okay.
Seattle's another win because
Okay.
that's a big one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think I was surprised that I was surprised because we got rid of Kevin Byard that Derrick Henry didn't go anywhere.
I wanted him
I'm really
bad.
surprised that no one offered enough for us to trade with
I
them.
wanted him bad.
Because he clearly is overcome
But-
the 10-year rule for running backs.
Yeah,
Or
so
whatever, 5-year rule.
but yeah, so it was there were some teams like I definitely thought Dallas was going to do something. I thought we were going to do something with you.
I thought y'all would add something.
But who else? You know
If
who?
it's not broke, don't fix it. You don't want to.
I
I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. Like, I really I just.
Because I thought a D-Hop move might happen.
I'm surprised the Patriots didn't do anything because they need pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But maybe they don't have
a lot
anything.
of
But
pieces.
they don't have. Okay, but their biggest need, or the Chiefs didn't go out and get a wide receiver.
I kind of thought the Chiefs were
Yeah, like down. That is
too.
you're not getting no separation.
Yeah.
And then they got beat.
By the Broncos, the defense
By
gave
the
up 70 points to the
Broncos.
Miami
Yeah.
Dolphins, and they came in and
Because every time it looked like they was about to chief it. They was about to do this.
stop,
about
sack, yeah,
Yep, balls going that way.
That defense looks so
turnovers,
good.
yeah.
Turnovers.
That
Like-
pass rush looks so good.
Like they were all over Kelsey. They was just
They
like,
blanketed him, and they knew that nobody, and
There's
they
nobody else
yeah.
on that team that's a problem.
like they were all over him. Like he's
Nothing.
it. And yeah.
And then they didn't give the ball to Pacheco, like pretty much
Not too
at
much.
all.
Pacheco had a couple runs, but they were on him.
Yeah.
They were on him. That's the
They
best the
made
Broncos
Mahomes.
looked all season as a team as a whole.
Yes, and they made Mahomes look uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You got to make him because I feel like that's why the Eagles they don't make Hurts uncomfortable. He don't have to.
But they're saying there's something wrong
different.
with his knee. Have you noticed that?
He did
Have you
look
noticed that
Mahomes?
No, Hurts.
Hurts.
Have you noticed he's not doing as much
He's
in
a
the running
little
game?
heavy.
Because usually he's doing a lot more
He
running.
played, that is a massive. That's
Part
a
of his game.
heavy duty brace on that knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's something wrong with it.
Like that's not one of them. Like we're just being.
You better be
So you
careful.
think Parsons gonna be just?
I'd be worried.
Get his. Yeah.
I'd be worried.
Yeah,
I'm worried for Hurts. Because this is the first time I played him this season, right?
I want white on
And you
rice.
got Lane Jackson. Like Lane Johnson's bad.
Maybe
But
brown rice. Maybe we
he's
have
not.
brown rice. I want them all over him. Like you're not sure who way to get it in. That's what I want. I just look all the time.
I guess you're gonna have Gilmore and Brown, AJ Brown.
Yeah, he's big enough.
Yeah,
AJ Brown's that's the only person in that team who like it don't matter.
And he has experience from when he was with you and he was in Indy.
That's true. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
But I think overall trade deadlines those teams won. I think that was the biggest thing. Now, I can't wait to talk about this segment. Rodgers
And the miracles of dolphin sex.
I'm surprised that
You didn't hear the treatment that he was doing?
No, what?
Apparently.
No, you're making this up.
no,
You can go look it up. Aaron Rodgers said it on Pat McAfee. Apparently, there's a frequency that dolphins let out when they have sex, and the frequency radiates with your muscles and your bones and stuff, and promotes like health regeneration.
on top of him having
This
a
why
surgery,
nobody takes this seriously.
on top of him,
sure.
but on top of him,
He's joking, right?
the surgeon had. They said when he did his Achilles, his surgeon was like, I guess he's one of the ones who like he did this like
It's like a new
way to
they
do
do it.
to make it faster healing, and it's supposed to heal fast and be strong. So
It's like a revolutionary new
Yeah.
routine. This isn't made up. This is
yeah.
He likes to, because people do stuff, and he does have conspiracy theory stuff. He loves to come out and say just ridiculous stuff with a straight face and see how many people will like.
Well,
Rodgers heals ankle with dolphin sex.
because of the world we live in now,
That wouldn't shock you if you
that
was using
would
dolphin sex. to
completely
fix his
shock
ankle?
me if there's people
And
who, you have to be one because nature, feeds our bodies. Like some Avatar
See, if he
shit.
doesn't want to get hurt, he should play.
you should only play to make the playoffs.
He should play with He should play with no shoes. So his feet
You're
can be one
ridiculous.
with the earth. And he can be grounded at all
It's
times.
Matthew-
Earth, that's turf.
It's Matthew McConaughey.
That's what tore his shit in the first place.
Legit.
Yeah, no, but I think it's surprising that this 8 weeks later that he has been able to put pressure in, even though it doesn't look like he's doing a whole bunch, but he's able to put a little bit of pressure back there, drop and throw. That's nuts. Like usually, I'm surprised.
He's at the point where he looks like
on his he's no
There's no crutches, no
nothing.
nothing.
he
That's
said,
the
and again,
part.
this is not a made up one. This is a real one. He said he went to go for one of their trips, and it wasn't until he was like halfway there he realized that he didn't have his crutches, and he was like, "Oh, I guess I don't really need them."
See, that's how you get in trouble. Like, I guess this doctor is going.
Yeah, he said he's checked and made
Wait,
sure.
you know he's keeping up on it because he's trying, but I gotta get
J.K.
it.
Dobbins won't let him.
Do you
back
remember-
off.
I also
You
believe.
remember when my father, right before, he bought a bushel of crabs, and my father needed canes, and he was in the house, left the canes and everything in the car. So when your mind's on something, sometimes pain doesn't enter.
It's not until you getting chased by a 300-pound lineman. You're
Like-
like, oh shit, I'm not running. I mean, no.
To be halfway on the trip, like, I don't have my friend. Yeah, why not? Like,
So yeah, no, it's I think I would be
it's crazy to me.
I would be worried. I would say if the Jets can make the playoffs, I'd give it to the playoffs at best. First round, he shouldn't come back, and that's to make the playoffs. But the Jets are fighting; they're 4-3.
I mean,
That defense
they
is
can't punt every.
They're-
That game was
Crap.
that was the worst best game I've ever.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody shouldn't. Both of us have really good defenses.
Most
Most of our loss come because our defenses tire out when our
13-10.
offenses don't work.
A game that keeps punting, you should be like, but it wasn't like that at all. Like,
y'all would move a little bit, stall out, penalty, something, yeah.
boom, like it was. Yeah,
First bad negative play for either side. You were like, well, their drive's over.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, it wasn't necessarily even bad offense. It was just
really good. Yeah,
And
Really
the weather,
good
and it was
defense.
raining.
it was
It was
raining.
more rain.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a clear. It wasn't.
Although again, I think we win if Tyrod Taylor don't go down. Tommy DeVito's
No, the
trash.
way he went down, he's in the hospital overnight.
It's red, right?
Yeah, but it didn't
Yeah, he
look that
broke.
bad.
Yeah.
He just
He
rolled.
when he
up.
got up, it rolled off, ran off the field, and you were like, "Oh, he's hurt." And then basically, like he got off the field and just dropped down awful.
I'm not trying to disrespect nobody because I've never broken anything, and this just seems painful. But Drew Brees broke almost every rib in his body. He didn't want to leave the field, so
Drew Brees, not everybody's like Drew Brees.
I'm just saying.
Not everybody can.
Look, Tyrod also, remember, he's the one who got fucking stabbed in the lung.
Oh,
Yeah, so Tyrod has the worst luck.
yeah.
That's a fact.
He was the starter, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, we got Justin Herbert. Oops. What do you mean, oops? Like, what is in my mind? Like, and now Justin Herbert's the starter. Because Tyrod was.
Yeah.
That was his team until he got stabbed in the fucking lung. So let's be real.
All right, I'm not. Like I said, I've never broken nothing, so I'm like,
So yeah, no, like
I'm not
it's-
even
it
hating
hurts.
on you. So.
I mean, Justin Herbert has a finger, and he's played like trash for like weeks. And it's not even on his throwing end. So I mean,
And then my boy Romo was just tough. So.
well, yeah, you could have shot him, and he'd still play.
he don't listen to Brett Favre. He listen to him. If you're not dead, go play.
I think I
should
believe him
go.
still. Like, no, well then you're fine.
Put
It
some
bleeds you.
dirt- put some dirt on it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
Does it
gonna
bleed
do.
when you pee? No. You're
Yeah.
alright.
Right?
So yeah, no, I mean,
I played the NFC wildcard game with 4 broken ribs and a punctured lung, lacerated kidney.
All right, let's come back.
but speaking of coming back from injury, Niners and Bengals.
Yeah,
We talked about the Niners last week, right?
yeah.
Where we like, should they get nervous? And I was like, nah.
And I said the
Yeah.
Bengals gonna come in there and beat them down. I
I was like, yeah,
I'm not getting a little nervous. Like,
Let's start to look. And y'all in a division where there's 2 other teams. One's playing really good, and one's playing good enough that if y'all don't get your stuff together soon,
yeah.
you can be 3rd in the division. You're not getting a wild card with that.
Because even because the Chargers won. What's their division, right?
No. Cardinals, Seahawks, and Niners.
Rams.
I mean Rams. Yeah, Rams.
Yeah, the Rams won, right? No, we.
No, you
I'm
throw them out.
smoking.
Yeah.
What am I on? My bad. I apologize here. So they might be okay.
Are the Rams like 3 and 5?
They still got to play Philly.
Ugh.
The Niners still got to play
They do
Philly.
still got to pick Philly.
Yeah.
And Debo basically spent the offseason going, if Brock Purdy didn't get hurt, we'd have whooped y'all ass. So Philly is like, oh, okay.
Okay.
They need him to come back. The Niners actually, it's crazy that they have all those weapons, but without Debo, they are not.
Again, we keep saying Debo. Everybody keeps forgetting Trent Williams is not there. I'm
True.
wondering if it's Trent Williams.
I think, also, Trent Williams does show up the left side of that line. That's his blind side.
And he pulls. He lead blocks.
I get that. I'm not
So, I mean, there's a lot of plays they run where you would have Christian McCaffrey with Trent Williams in front of him.
if you
Brandon Ayuk with Trent Williams in front of
Purdy
him.
is getting
And they're running with
hurt
a-
more. Like,
he's not
He's getting
comfortable.
rocked
remember, I
left
was
and
like
right.
earlier, I was like, the thing about them is you can't even see where the football is coming from. It's just lands there pretty wherever it's supposed to be. That's because he gets to do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no pressure on him. So, I mean, that does, and not, like, I thought having weapons like with Debo, you got to leave him alone a little bit because you got to worry about him. But that,
Yeah.
if you,
You're able
Maybe you couldn't
to
get to
throw
him.
the other person in the box because you're like, McCaffrey's a little banged up.
I mean,
No,
it could be
no.
the both of them. That's the problem. Like,
I mean, it could be the
it could
combination.
be the combination.
You
of
lose
the
a
two.
weapon. If you still had every weapon, you might be able to overcompensate for
Yeah.
Trent
Trent being out. And if you had the lineman, Debo being out might not be
Might
that
not
big
have
deal.
it
But
with them
losing
both
both,
being gone now.
because Trent played part of last week, but I mean, it was
But he wasn't pretty.
You could just tell he was. Trent Williams doesn't miss blocks. He was
Yeah.
missing blocks left and right.
But who they play this week?
Niners on the bye week.
They're on the
bye.
bye. And they need
I
that
thought
bye.
they
Yeah.
come back to Buffalo.
I think so.
I think their game after the bye is Buffalo.
You
Yeah,
never know
but the
what-
Bengals
Oh yeah.
won the last 3 in a row.
I think that's the opposite
Yeah,
too. Like,
Niners going to the bye week, losing 3.
And now
in the
Cincinnati plays Buffalo
Remember
this weekend. I think they're gonna whoop Buffalo.
I hope they do beat Buffalo. I don't know why. I just
last time they played, the game didn't get played because of Damar Hamlin.
yeah. And
So that's the game that messed up all the
and
season.
they were
Yeah.
Cincinnati was on a go that year. They were winning that game before he got hurt and everything. So who knows how that game would have even ended
Yeah, but they beat
if that
them in the
didn't
playoffs.
happen.
The Bengals beat the
They
Buffalo
did beat
in Buffalo.
in Buffalo in the playoffs.
Yeah, because I remember that snow thing. I remember Burrow throwing. They had the all whites on
Yeah.
in the snow. Yeah, so
So yeah,
yeah, that's
And they're starting to look more and more like the
Yeah,
Bengals of
That
last
Bengal,
year.
yeah.
It's obvious that Burrow sucks the first 2 games of the season.
Just every year.
Yeah, he takes him. He
Because
has
they're like,
oh,
oh, injury. He sucked last year. He might just need to play preseason.
he's a little.
He might need to play. He might need to play some sprinkle playoffs.
Some
Like
people-
Remember, he's always had injury or had
So
surgery
Yeah.
or he's recovered. He's never had a
That's true.
clean off season.
He hit the calf. He was coming back from the
Yeah,
broken leg.
yeah.
That's true. That's
So he
true.
got like work out everything before he get the flow.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, it's the Bengals.
But with all this controversy and negative, you are going to have to block Joey Bosa and Chase Young.
Yeah,
That's a big deal. That's a big
because
deal.
now what are you doing? Like that coming doesn't. You're not strong side any
I mean,
side.
you're talking about a top 5. You're talking about 2 top 5,
Ooh,
top 10.
Remember, Chase Young,
pass rushers.
they're not picking up his 5th-year option, so he has to have a new deal too. They have to pay
Yeah,
him.
so he's got to earn it. He's got to
Earn it.
He's going to have to earn it with this last
Yeah.
edge of the season. On a team where he's not the focus,
Yeah, that's like the Niners are deaf.
he's going to get
The
lost.
Niners are deaf for the playoffs, and they come see you. They did, or the Eagles, they did that on purpose because that's 2 strong offensive linemen, and they can't just have 2 offensive lines. No,
They're going to be able to send people from each side and be like, yeah, so where are you going?
That's what that was for. That was like I didn't think about it like that. They're preparing for the playoffs if they make it.
Or, let's get something even more terrifying. What if they put them on the same side? Have Chase Young and Nick Bosa
Look
coming off
around,
like a right side
like a
stunt.
stunt. Oh, Lord, no.
Oh Lord.
No, I didn't even think about it
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
Line them
no.
up on the same side, have them running stunts,
There's definitely
stuff like that.
There's gonna be a pack like that with him, them 2, and then Greenlaw behind them, or them 2,
Or
and
have Greenlaw
or then have maybe
Fred
Fred
on
Warner.
the other side, or Fred Warner or something taking the opposite side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That defense just
Yeah,
got
you run a
nasty.
stunt with the 2 of them and then just send somebody like a safety
Oh,
off the middle
yeah.
from the back.
Done. There's nothing you can do.
Because you're either going to miss the block on them 2 or you're going to have to let the safety run free.
We'll see. I'm not.
Hey,
I mean, they beat our asses. So.
but they were healthy.
Yeah.
This team,
But they didn't have
yeah.
Chase Young. They might. Right. The defense, it might be a defense beating the brakes off each other's game, but I don't think.
I'm gonna go classy. I just be taking one game at a time. You know, we can't playoffs. Playoffs.
Got to beat the guy in front of you, you know.
Yeah, I can't. You know, I don't like. I'm Belichick. You gotta do what I'm thinking about Sunday.
But
That's how I deal with it.
all right. And talking about trade deadline stuff, you got the Vikings and Packers game.
And then you talking about
Dobbs having to go to Minnesota because Kirk Cousins
towards
blew his Achilles.
Yeah, and he was starting to look. He's starting to get it. Yeah.
He's playing the best football.
He's ever played. Like I've never. Kirk Cousins put up better numbers than he ever put up.
And it
No Jefferson.
I mean, it's unfortunate.
That really sucks.
What you think his future with the team? 'Cause
Well, and that's the problem because then it comes down like I personally watching the Vikings play, watching like quarterback, which I mean quarterback clearly is supposed to kind of paint him in a better light, but watching them play, watching highlights and stuff, that offensive line is trash.
yeah.
That defense can't stop anybody, and so you're watching him lose in games where he's putting 300-400 yards up. He'll throw 2-3 touchdowns, no picks. If he has a pick, it hits somebody in their hands and bounces in somebody else's hand, and you're going, well, we suck because of that guy. Like, so one of the highest pressures in the league, that's not it.
Yeah.
A defense who is known league-wide as being very bad, that's not it.
That's true. Why didn't they get an offensive lineman? The trade. They're seeing that.
They got rid of their best offensive lineman.
Yeah.
They traded, what's his name, to Atlanta? Yeah, Ezra Cleveland. Traded to Atlanta. No, Jacksonville, I'm sorry. Their best young guard traded into Jacksonville.
'Cause you don't have to
I hope
protect
that
the
God
quarterback.
Dobbs can run.
Well, he can, but
Yeah.
he's mobile a little
Well, I
bit.
guess he can run that much, I mean. It's just Vikings.
But even with the Vikings doing all that, the Packers still
lost. Like
They
you
got hurt
still
late,
lost.
though.
Third quarter.
I mean, they weren't up by that much. They were up by enough that we should be able to 3-and-out them and get the ball. Their defense should start getting tired. Like I said, it's a league bad defense. Everybody, Minnesota's defense isn't that great. And the Packers still can't get a comeback
Yeah,
win.
it's pretty bad. Like,
And again, I say it again, Jordan Love is going to be put off as a bum because you're replacing a Hall of Famer and you're barely average.
well, now I don't.
And it's not his fault.
Well, I don't understand the pressure. I said this before. The pressure they put on Rodgers to retire.
When you know you don't think Love is that
You don't
good.
think you have like it's like
You tried to replace him last year and ended up putting Rodgers back in because
Yeah.
Love was trash.
yeah. So
But why would you? Well, that's maybe if he's not on the team
I don't
altogether.
understand that because
Yeah, Love better.
Pittsburgh was like that a little bit too, where they were like ready to in the chapter.
Get past Roethlisberger, but like
you don't have anybody else.
So,
Because they had
and
what?
they just kept
They
passing.
had Mason,
linemen,
we had Mason Rudolph and Dobbs at one point.
Yeah.
And they just didn't.
Well, that's one right there. Like Dobbs, every time Dobbs got in, he looked good, and they'd be like,
Mason
like
Ru-
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, like,
They
We're gonna get rid of Mason. We're gonna get like, dude, Mason Rudolph's bad.
I have no idea what the loyalty was to them.
I don't get it either.
I didn't get it.
And then what's his name?
I don't
Was it
understand
Duck,
the
whatever.
teams do
Just
that.
because, I'm sorry, you liked his name.
Ducky.
Why are you keeping this?
Ducky
dog?
was cool. It was a cool thing.
He had a cool name.
Yeah.
Other than that,
they do that though. Like if there's a certain look they don't like about the quarterback or whatever, they will get rid of. Even if they're performing, even if they're winning, I've seen
the
it.
Pittsburgh Packers.
I'm talking about, like, sometimes football teams in general, when they like
That's true.
Well, Mike
This is
Glennon.
not the
I've seen Mike
person
Glennon
they
get on
want.
teams and play way better than what they've had, and they just got rid of him. I'm like,
Remember when he said that because to go to Tampa and then he never played for them? He barely started?
I'm like, wow. But yeah,
Yeah, no, that was the Packers. I think you're also right, but we also got to look at the fact that Love's been in that offense. Even if he wasn't the starter, he's been in the offense for 2-3 years.
I don't feel like it's all in love though. Like I don't feel like
I don't think it's all love
I
either.
don't-
It sucks. They suck.
Yeah, like I just even when he looks at
I was
It's
on
love
that
to
team
hate.
when we all love.
It's love to hate.
I think sometimes he gives it more, and then
But that's the thing with it. You're gonna get that extra scrutiny because you're replacing Aaron Rodgers. So the whole premise is if you can't do at least part of what
But I
he's
think
doing.
that's the problem. Like you got
But that
Aaron
was the plan
Rodgers
from jump for the
doing
Packers. That's why they got Love.
everything. How about we kept taking more and more things away from Rodgers.
Oh, cool. Rodgers is amazing. We don't
And
need
then
no. Get rid of the
expecting him to
receiver.
win,
He's
like-
got a lot of money. Nope, we're not gonna get any more linemen. Don't pay for defense. And then when
The
Rodgers
Packers
is
could've
dominating,
signed-
still
The
they're
Packers
like,
could have signed Devontae and him, but they just chose to sign Rodgers and said, "Oh, Devontae, we can't pay you.
Like
Goodbye."
Rodgers even said he would take a lower contract to keep Devontae.
yeah, like because I gotta throw it to somebody. Like
And he knows me. I know him.
I mean, you're talking about the guy that fought for Jordy Nelson to get back there. Like,
they just kept taking more and more away, and then like, oh, I don't understand why you can't win like you used to. Like,
well, I wonder.
but yeah, so
The Packers about to go back to being nothing. And we ain't seen that in a long
The
time.
Chiefs had- just
Pre-Favre.
Pre-Favre. They're going back to that era between Mark
Yeah.
Starr and Brett Favre. That was a hard 30 years. That was a hard 30 years.
I gotta go through it. So
You know?
Yeah.
What is it? Rich Eisen said the what's his name about the Patriots after Brady left? Welcome to the rest of us.
like everybody gotta go through it.
Like everybody else does this more frequently.
Yeah, like
Speaking of more
I'm
frequently, you know who does
so
that? You know who does that? The fucking
We're even talking about teams that we don't know what to do with their quarterbacks.
Tennessee Titans. You're on the clock.
That kid.
No.
I like Ryan Tannehill as a person, from what I've seen.
You ain't got to tell me nothing to sweep
He
me up.
seems
I
like the kind of
said,
guy that
said
he
get
goes out
rid of
there and
him.
plays hard.
I said,
He'll put his whole life into a game.
but when the game matters, we lose.
choke.
He'll throw 2 picks, 1 touchdown, and you'll be like, did he even throw for 200 yards? No.
Choke.
But
And
Will Levis comes in.
4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns.
All deep
Him-
throws.
him and
all
D-Hop.
pretty throws.
Every throw I was like, he's throwing. We have a down the field game.
And then he hit the
He hit Westbrook and Keenan.
Yeah.
He hit him. He threw that from the right hash
That-
all the way
yeah.
across.
That was
I was like,
I'm
what?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's hot. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I had picked them to get blown out. Yes, I picked my team to get blown out. And when I was like, we're dogging them. I I was like,
It's when you want to like
Yeah,
whisper to
yeah,
yourself because
yeah.
you don't want
Let
to
me guess,
football guys
the first
there.
2 passes went in the air, and you were like, "Oh God!" And then by the end of the game, every ball that goes up, you're like, "Oh my God, it's a touchdown!"
I like the pump fake that he was getting the ball out. Like he was doing stuff that I'm like, Tannehill should be able to do this.
Yeah,
Tannehill had the same line.
he played well enough that a team that just seems to like to give away every good player they have stopped in the middle of giving away their players and was like, "Oh, we ain't giving away nobody else."
and it was nice to see. And like it seemed like the team was rallying up to him.
Yeah, they seem
And
to like him.
I didn't see that with Tannehill.
Yeah.
I've seen them play for him, but they weren't rallying to him.
Yeah.
I heard that Justin Simmons in preseason and OTAs was telling anybody that talked to him about anything about like this kid Will Levis is a beast.
I'm glad to see that. I feel bad for Malik Willis though.
He tried so hard.
I mean,
he's such a good guy.
And,
he's such a nice kid. But
I feel bad for him because he was there year before, but I think not everybody translates the same speed. He has problems like we talked about a couple weeks ago. He has problems reading the defense, getting the ball out on time, and holding the ball too long.
Yeah.
Will Levis did not have that problem.
Those
Not
are
at
very
He
important
looked at the
things.
defense.
he said,
made a
"Man,
protection.
go."
Throw him.
Who do y'all play this week?
Pittsburgh tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't want.
Look,
Me, I don't
I'm worried still because we don't have anybody to block TJ Watt, but that's not. We're still talking about last week and in the future with him. It's promising.
Will Levis is also jacked, so we haven't really seen him get hit yet. But I want to see somebody try to take him down because he's huge.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm happy to see that at least we have a quarterback on the roster who could be a quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't mean that anything against Tannehill. He did get us to the AFC Championship. We have gone to the playoffs with him.
But you want to ring?
But I want to ring, and one needs to win the big game.
Yeah.
Consistent.
Yeah, like there's games that we could win, and he's just missing the mark.
Trust me, I understand exactly what you're talking about.
So it's just but you
Dak-
got rings.
Dak even shows up more than
Yeah.
yeah, but then here we are in the playoffs, and
I get it.
it's the same heartburn.
Okay.
It's the same.
heartburn.
I want to
Dak
ring.
Prescott gives you indigestion.
You know, I wore my jersey after that San Francisco game to show that I'm not. You know, I believe in Dak. I rally behind him, but Mama want to ring. I'm ready. It's just been too long. I'm ready. Like I just want the
Not
way
even being
things
able to
used to
get to
be.
the Super
You know,
Bowl.
I want to.
Hey,
Yeah.
I
I want
get
the
it.
romance back,
Oh,
kid.
I know. Like it hasn't been as long as y'all since we got
So-
ours, but
But we keep.
It's been 10 years for you guys, right?
Yeah.
10, 12 years?
11.
11 years. So.
2012 was our last Super Bowl.
Oh my God. Yeah. I wish we could say 2000, like, you know.
That is definitely something.
That's bad.
So I understand is what I'm saying.
I get it.
I will.
So I'm looking forward to see what we can do the second half of this season. I'm hopeful that maybe we can turn around and make a playoff push, but we might have done too. We didn't. We might still really early.
So what's your predictions for this Thursday?
Close game. I think that
Are you being modest?
it's gonna be a close game. I think Titans will. I really want my team to pull it out. I hope. You know what? I'm gonna say Titans win this game, 24-17.
You think the Steelers gonna score 17?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think.
I give it
How much they been scoring? Being funny. I don't.
I mean, they put up a little bit of points.
You gotta understand, this is the new NFL. Saying a team can't score.
Well,
means you're not
they
putting up
want
30.
points. That's the. I'm
Like, yeah,
sorry.
really.
This whole we don't call things anymore. It's to get people.
I'm
not
going to
scoring.
assume they'll make a Pickens touchdown throw.
Well, you have to be the team they want in the end zone.
Yeah, Pickens
but
will get at least one.
Yeah, they might be. They
They might be able to run for one.
Yeah, they might get a field goal, or it could be a bunch of field goals. Who knows? It's all about Kenny Pickett's still a little
I
banged
like
up.
a bunch of field goals.
I was thinking 21-14.
Maybe 14. They might, or they can have 15.
I'm promoting.
I mean,
field
they could have 5 field
They
goals.
can have
five
one
field
touchdown and 5 field goals.
goals.
One touchdown. I was about to say.
Sounds good to me.
Either way, they're gonna. I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be close, but I still got Titans winning.
I do have the. I'm definitely going on Titans. I definitely think that's.
Because Minka's still hurt, right?
I mean,
Minka got hurt last week. Is
I think
his
so.
hamstring?
Yeah.
You're out.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
Even if he is playing, having a hamstring on a team that
You want me to do
looks
a
like they're going
long
to keep
one for
going
you?
down like
Because I
that.
don't think you want everybody to say Titans.
No, I mean, it is what it is. I got Titans winning, I say what, 24-17? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. 24-17. Yeah,
What you think?
24. You know what? No, 27-17.
14.
27-17.
21-14.
27-17. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be touch and go. I think it's gonna be kind of close.
Their line's a little rough, and TJ can cause some problems. Cam Hayward can cause some problems. But I think overall they're going to end up winning because I just think they'll be able to put up points.
Let's say 24-13 Titans.
Not a bad one. Not a bad pick.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. I have a brother-in-law, so be mad at me. But
Here, I'll have to get over it. By now you should be used to them.
oh, yeah, right. They walk on water.
Well, that's really true.
What you think, Captain?
Tit and tit. But, yeah. But, yeah. Well,
I think that'll do it for
I know.
You
Yeah.
can do it for us here. Don't forget to
That's
comment,
what I'm
like, and
trying
subscribe.
But,
That's what.
I was just making sure I didn't have anything else to say. Anybody got anything else to say?
No. Okay. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
All right, we'll see y'all next time.